Midwest Renewable Energy Association. It was founded in 1990 to commemorate the 20th anniversary of Earth Day. Designed by architect Jackson Case. This building takes full advantage of the sun, providing passive solar heat through the main floor vertical windows and indirect daylighting through clear stories and skylights in the roof. Let's get out of the cold. As we enter, you can hear the first door trap out the cold in this solar-powered airlock entry.
It will save 10 to 15% of the heat and cooling, especially heat, as the sun provides heat lost from entry.
The focal point of the warm and bright entry hall is the glowing fire from this unique and beautiful masonry storage wood-burning fireplace. The fireplace is made of common brick and sandstone like that carved by the Wisconsin River at the Dells. The chimney is comprised of glacial erratics rolled and ground here from Canada, harvested from local fence lines bordering the cornfields and cow pastures of this rural Wisconsin community. This spectacular home heater can even cook food. As we see here, its oven feature is almost 300 degrees, only 2 hours after a fire was started.
But the most significant feature about this fireplace is that the flue gases are switched with various controls to direct the hot gases through the red granite hearth and in a very long path along the sides and back past 3 tons of stone and eventually up the chimney, extracting almost all of the heat from the fire, as demonstrated here by the MREA's Associate Director, Katie.
The fireplace is wonderful to sit on and by to warm up those important alternative energy conversations. The stones will slowly dissipate the heat of the single firing throughout the day and late into the night.
It could also be gas-fired, extracting heat and storing it in the stone for that same slow delivery all day. The stove was designed by Mark Klein and Jim McKnight of Gimme Shelter Construction.
Seen here through the skylights is another demonstration central to both the inside and outside of MREA, the Big Blue Jacobs Long Case wind generator.
This wind generator produces about 3.6 kilowatts. Atop its 100-foot freestanding tower. It was installed in May 2000 during a workshop conducted by Mick Sagrillo, funded in part by Wisconsin Focus on Energy and Sagrillo Power and Light. A system like this would cost you about $18,000.
Back to the skylights. The central atrium here needs no incandescent or electrified lighting with this large bank of clear story and roof windows, providing ample lighting to a variety of demonstrations of alternative living products here at the Institute. Demonstrations like this sampling of straw bale constructions. Off the central area is the gift shop, unique in that it offers for sale books, videos, products of learning, as well as t-shirts, bags, and other apparel to proclaim your allegiance to energy savings and alternative lifestyles. Got solar? In close proximity is the engine room, which houses all the sophisticated control machinery for many of the demonstrations. This room offers some close-up, real-time experience of the sights and sounds of alternative energy production.
These 2 white boxes are inverters for the photovoltaic systems, converting it from DC electricity to AC to send back to the utility. This box, called Nomad, measures wind speed on different levels of the tower. Meters, dials, digital readouts all tell a tale of BTUs, volts, amps, and watts of the power being generated by the demonstrations of energy independence here. These components are all fine examples of the kind of things that you might see if you installed an alternative energy heating, cooling, or electrical system in your home. We'll be back.
Let's have a look outside to see the newest demonstrations of solar energy. First, we see the newest photovoltaic system and the PV-powered solar thermal panels that heat the floor of the Institute. This demonstration is called the Pavilion, or P-Volt for short.
P-Volt stands for Photovoltaic Overhead Linkage Tracker. This is comprised of 16 80-watt Kyocera panels to produce about 1.4 kilowatt. This power will be used to push back the meters here at MREA. It was installed and partially funded by Jim Kerbel of Photovoltaic Systems Company and Wisconsin Focus on Energy. A system like this would cost about $20,000.
Going back to the front of the Institute, we see two other tracking photovoltaic systems. Tracking means this arm keeps the panels facing directly towards the sun as it moves from east to west during the day. That helps them make more electricity. This larger tracker produces about 1.2 kilowatts, and it is used to push back the power meters at MREA. This smaller tracker charges batteries for the special DC power refrigerator.
It is called the Sunfrost Refrigerator, powered by Kyocera panels that were donated and installed with a workshop in May 2000.
The refrigerator provides sustenance to the daily efforts of the dedicated staff, some of whom work here in sun-drenched front offices which are heated and daylit by the sun. Here too you can find skylights providing that unelectrified illumination needed for the daily business of the association, their business of education. Let's peek in on that ongoing task here in the education room, where hundreds of workshops and assemblies are held yearly. This room is decorated with demonstrations of alternative energy equipment to help remind us of our all-important learning task. The room is also skylit from above and by the large solar heat generating glazings. Illuminated in the evening by high-efficiency fluorescent fixtures, architectural easily overlooked but highly important to comfort and energy efficiency is demonstrated here on a back wall. It is a visible manifold to this room's in-floor hydronic heating system. You can actually see fluid circulating inside the opaque plastic tubes that feed the floor solar heat. This one is back here in the engine room, we see the solar heat pumped from the collectors outside.
The pump is running on 24 volts DC electricity generated by the solar photovoltaic panel mounted with the heat-producing collector. In tune with the power of the sun, glycol from these collectors comes in at 120 degrees and is returned after passing its heat to the floor at 90 degrees.
This part of the floor is heated by the solar collectors outside. And this part of the floor is heated by the sun in the entryway. Both are toasty warm and comfortable. As we leave in the afternoon through the sun-drenched solar entryway, we notice the tracking PV arrays doing their job of facing the sun. This is the trackers in the afternoon. This is the trackers in the morning. We are leaving with the confidence that the education of many is in good hands here at the MREA. We only have one other task today, and that's to introduce you to the best part of MREA, and that's the annual fair.
Let's go now to Amherst, Wisconsin, where each year around the time of the summer solstice, thousands of people from around the world come to the Midwest Renewable Energy Fair. This three-day festival is the world's largest venue to learn about renewable energy, energy efficiency, and sustainable living. Many families come here on vacation to enjoy the safe and peaceable surroundings.
You guys come here to learn today?
Oh yeah, we enjoy it every year.
What'd you find out about?
Straw bale.
Straw bale?
And the brand new system in the compostable toilets. They're great.
Yeah?
Speaking of the workshops, the Energy Fair features over 100 different interactive workshops for all knowledge levels. Topics include solar electric systems, wind electric systems, solar cooking, alternative housing, eco-villages, straw bale construction, masonry stoves, solar space heating, and many others. In addition to workshops, a highlight of this fair is the 100 or more vendors of various renewable energy and environmental products. People come from around the nation to buy and sell. Dealers abound, and the competition makes for plenty of wheeling and dealing all day long. It's great adult fun. There always seems to be plenty of time to talk to someone knowledgeable about all your dreams of alternative living.
for the Midwest Renewable Energy Association is area code 715-592-6595. The mailing address is 7558 Deer Road, Custer, Wisconsin 54423. The website address is www.the-mrea.org. The email address is info@the-mrea.org. That phone number again is area code 715-592-6595. Don't forget the dash in the website.